We have some news from Shivamogga, where swords have been brandished in the disturbed area. There's violence that has been reported at Shivamogga at right-wing protests. How this against the death and the murder of Bajrang Dal activist Harsha. We have ground reports and also visuals, in fact, on your screens that show that swords have been brandished here at the protest site in Shivamogga. The protests were being held by right-wing activists and swords were brandished. My colleague Nolan Pinto was getting us all of those details and that ground report as well, where swords were brandished. There is section 144 that has been imposed in this particular area. In fact, the police has already said that the situation is disturbed and is trying to maintain law and order. But protests were being held by right-wing activists after the murder of Bajrang Dal activist Harsha.
Initially, we were not allowed to actually enter this place where we are. There was stone pelting, they were burning vehicles. But as of now, the police have allowed us to enter because the procession has once more started. They are heading towards the cremation. Let me just show you where we are. In fact, if one proceeds straight on this road, you would actually go to his home. So his mortal remains have actually been picked up and the procession has begun. We're told that this latter half of the procession would be peaceful. But in order to maintain peace over here, law and order, you had the Rapid Action Force personnel present here. I'm actually going to walk out of this area and I want to show you what really happened, because this was the route that the procession took initially. So you have the Rapid Action Force personnel on one side, you have the KSRP, basically the Reserve Police personnel also present over here. However, while the procession was actually, while it was actually progressing on this particular stretch of the road, there was a lot of stone pelting. You have members of one community staying on one side, you have members of the another community staying on the other side. So each started to actually pelt stones at one another, so much so that while they proceeded, a few of the bikes and cars that were outside cars, they actually pelted stones, broke the glasses. The bikes that were present over here, they actually burnt them. The police present over here, that's the Rapid Action Force, as well as the Reserve Police, somehow managed to maintain law and order over here, bring the situation under control. So I'm going to ask my camera person Madhu to actually pan and focus on that particular those vehicles that were burnt outside. So this was the situation in this particular area. Now we are told that everything is under control because they have actually left this place. However, we are also learning that the police will be present here because the situation is still extremely volatile in this particular area. So here it is. You have vehicles that were burnt outside. They pelted stones at shops owned by one community. They broke the window panes as such right on top. I'm going to ask Mother to actually pan and show the window panes that have been destroyed on the top as well. So, in fact, the police are actually telling us to leave the place as fast as possible. So, I'm actually doing that. So, while I'm actually moving... All right, so there seems to be some sort of trouble over there or commotion. We are not too sure as to what's happening. I'm not sure, but I think they are raising talwars.
Not safe, leave, not safe.
All right, so the police are telling us to leave the place as fast as possible. Madhu, so this is the situation right over here. Section 144 has been imposed, no doubt. It's in force till the 23rd of 9 p.m. Schools and colleges, thankfully, were shut so that students were not out to witness all this. But very, very volatile. I really want to say that in that commotion, I could actually see someone raising a talwar over there. So hopefully the police do take some sort of action. This is the situation over here. Not safe at all. If you're in Shivamogga listening, watching us, stay at home, be safe for your own safety.